We have a croissant here, which means that this is where we play the French national anthem. This is the Waffle Bros. I'm Corwin.
And I'm Uko.
And today we are back with more PowerWash Simulator, picking up where we left off in Alice's Magical Wonderland. And when we were starting to record, I bit my tongue. So
I'll play the clip.
Ow, I bit my tongue. What the fuck?
Oh.
Yes, Uko can play the clip, and you can laugh at me and my misfortune, because who doesn't want to laugh at the misfortune of others? I mean, it's bad to laugh at the major misfortune of others, but minor
foibles.
Misfortune,
Foibles, if you will.
That's something that we can all get behind laughing at. There's ever such a teacup stack here. This shit would fall over if it weren't for the fact that the whatever the cat's called probably jerked off into it. The Cheshire scat.
Pussy.
The Cheshire scat. If it hadn't used its super glue jizz to hold them all together.
Oh, we're getting real classy immediately.
Oh yeah, we're just rolling with that right from the beginning. I mean, look, people need to know what we're about, and what we're about is
apparently super glue jizz?
making the gross jokes that some people don't want to make.
I'm hosing your mouth out, bitch.
Well, I'll give you the shocker here with this triple hoser. I mean, I don't understand exactly how that would work on you, because
I refuse to even consider that. That's disgusting.
Yup, you got the old the triple
ripple,
banger. Yeah. The triple dripple, did you say?
I said triple ripple, but
yeah, well,
either way,
you can roll with that.
Look,
you can roll with that.
Look, Lewis Carroll was by far more insane than us. Maybe not as gross.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, you see, you never want to confuse Lewis Carroll with C.S. Lewis, because C.S. Lewis was a pious man, and Lewis Carroll was just obsessed with drugs. I mean, he was.
He wasn't even obsessed with drugs. He was obsessed with, I mean, the whole thing. In the same way that you find out that the Wizard of Oz is some weird thing about the gold standard or economic shit. The Alice in Wonderland is all about mathematical theories. It's a very boring.
We all know he was obsessed with drugs. Like, all you have to do is look at the content of his work and know that motherfucker, he must have been on some sort of mad, crazy shrooms or hyper acid or something like that.
Actually, meth does not explain the situation.
No.
How did you get up there? Oh, you just left.
I just jumped up there like a beast. That's what I did. I can't figure out where this one. Oh, I see the dirtiness. I see the dirtiness. The filth. That's what it is. It's all
F-I-L-F, filth.
That filth. That nasty, dirty filth. Okay, there's another one here.
You were tempted to rhyme last time too. Yeah. I guess there is poetry in Alice in Wonderland.
Actually, I'll admit what I was doing is I was saying that the tune of My Humps is what I was doing it to.
It's a tea party. One hump or two,
please. Yup.
Really stupid. I mean,
there's something kind of wrong about the fact that the Paris Olympics is going on right now, and we're playing something that's so deeply British.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we do what we want. We do what we want.
As we speak, the skateboarding is occurring, and I maintain that skateboarding is like the toughest. The skateboarders are the toughest athletes in the games. Because who else is just like, I'm going to casually take a 10-foot fall on the concrete?
Well, it's one of those things where it's the difference between toughitude and strongitude.
Exactly.
And
because even the horse athletes,
there's definitely some serious toughitude going on.
Even the horse athletes, it's like, you're going to fall on, what are you going to fall onto off the horse? Some nice soft grass.
Yup. Now, you see, people might be tempted to say the horses are the toughest, but you see, they're just the strongest. They're not the toughest. And the reason why we know that is because if one of those horses took a fall, like skaters take a fall, then most likely they'd be like, okay, so we're sending the horse behind this magical,
horse screen. Yeah,
horse screen.
And
he'll be fine. It's all good.
And then it's just like play with the other horses.
They have a really small Elmer's glue factory behind behind the screen.
You sell branded Olympic dead horse glue. Yeah.
Dead horse glue.
That's
the one.
Up right there. Souvenir glue.
Yup. Okay, this pocket watch here was definitely made by someone who was equally obsessed with drugs as Lewis Carroll.
Oh, you mean Salvador Dali?
Yeah.
Wait, no, he didn't fuck with that. He said, "I don't do drugs. I am drugs."
Oh yeah.
Which I don't believe. I don't believe
basically,
it.
What he was the first Charlie Sheen. Because the whole thing with like the tiger blood and he was basically saying he was drugs as well.
And he was winning.
Yes, he was.
And now that I think about it, if Charlie Sheen had gone out for a walk with his pet anteater, I would have been like, okay, this is fine.
Yep.
This is happening. I believe it.
And the clocks in Dolly's paintings were dripping. They drip here, they drip there.
Yeah.
I mean, they were the first fashionable
drip,
things to have the drip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I know that this makes me sound, terribly old, but when I hear about somebody saying they got drip, I think they're saying that they have an STD. That's just the only thing I think when I hear somebody saying that. So.
Yep, you're gonna need to head down to the clinic.
It's one of those things where I'm well aware of the slang. It's just
you're not with it.
It's not even that I'm not with it. It's just that it's the only thing I'll think is that you're saying that you have some sort of hyper VD.
Yeah, you've come down with a case of the old chubby bubbles.
Yes, or the bubby chubbles, maybe even. We've almost cleaned. Why are you working on the next table when we've almost cleaned this one table?
I find cleaning the floor surfaces to be extra satisfying.
Okay, you can go ahead and do that. The teacup. Okay, we were talking about glue, and this teacup is cracked and has like heaping gobs of glue rope holding it together.
Wait, I got to see this now.
It does.
Ew,
it fucking does.
They didn't. Okay.
Somebody threw some glue rope in that. That's disgusting.
That is too much glue. They need to instead do that thing that the Japanese do, where they'll use gold to like highlight, because they're highlighting the crack like that anyway. Which sounds different.
The crack was definitely highlighted in the creation of all things Alice in Wonderland. That's just.
Yeah.
And of course. That made me think, I'm pretty sure there's a porn star called Alice in Wonderland. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong,
that's
though.
Amazing.
But,
that is amazing.
Yup.
That's pretty good.
See, you probably shouldn't clean this kind of clothed table with water.
Pressure washers?
Like with pressure washing, yeah. It's just going to run off onto the fucking floor, and although we're out in the forest, so I guess it doesn't matter.
It's just a tarp.
It'll get all mildewy though. It'll get all mildewy and horrible if you're not careful. So
woodland creatures don't believe in mildew.
You're not wrong. Oh yeah, look at this gramophone. It's so horny. You were pushing me around.
I didn't realize you could do that.
Yeah, no pushing me around. Now, what I wish would stop being pushed around by, I don't know, a force of nature or something, is my fucking microphone keeps randomly turning somewhat on me. So hopefully y'all won't be annoyed by either me sounding like I slowly drift away from the microphone or me touching the microphone and putting it back into position. So that's...
You wouldn't think this game would cause a bunch of extraneous noises, but it does.
It's not the extraneous noises. It's that as I move my hand, it shakes the table.
Oh, you're waggling and swaggling your mouse around.
It shakes the desk.
Okay, yeah.
which then causes the microphone to drift a little bit. I have to adjust it again, even though I tried to turn the thing and get it all stiffened up. It still didn't. I tried to twist the knob until it stiffened up real good. It's still drifting a bit. So
and also, I know you guys can hear my keyboard. I can't stop it from happening.
See, what's weird is I can't hear your keyboard at all over the voice chat. But
once I put it into Premiere,
it'll be quite,
no matter, and I've tried
hearable.
I've tried to use the audio tools in Premiere to dampen it out, but it makes my voice sound like I'm speaking from inside a pillow.
Yup. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a ladder to get up inside of the old gramophone. You don't want to get in the grandma hole.
Jesus.
That sounds wrong. That sounds wrong.
I became upset.
I'm getting in its horn. Okay, that's where I'm cleaning its nasty little horn bits there, and I think it may be a fake gramophone horn though, because it appears as if the thing, like the center of it, just leads to metal as opposed to a hole that goes down to the bottom.
Sound hole.
The sound hole. Exactly.
It leads to a
delicious sound hole.
A diaphragm.
Yes. Oh yes. And then, but much like a diaphragm does in other areas, this thing just collects any juices that fall inside of it.
Oh.
The old pussy stopper.
The old meat cork.
Yeah.
I shouldn't call it a meat cork.
I mean, look, I called it a pussy stopper, so
yeah.
The meat cork doesn't really appall anyone after you've said pussy stopper. Okay, I've almost finished cleaning this dirty girl over here. There we go. You're cleaning a whole bunch of cards right now, aren't you?
Yes.
It's like
the table was so dirty I didn't even know they were there before I started cleaning them.
I just cleaned its crank.
Pressure wash that crank.
Pressure wash the crank. I mean, you'll definitely, especially with old-timey cards, ruin them by washing them. You know,
yeah, 'cause they're made out of
modern cards are often made out of like whatever plastic or whatever the fuck, and could probably take a wash or two. But old-timey cards, they weren't even made out of card stock, I guess. And they just immediately turn into nothingness. Okay, we got to finish cleaning this table. The table is dirty, and it needs to be punished.
There can't be much left on the table.
This is a fucked up knife right here. I didn't even know. I thought it was a bronze mustache or something like that at first. And apparently this is a knife.
That is very
the fashionable bronze mustache. I
That
keep
is
feeling
amazing.
like I'm going to fall off, but we can't.
Yeah, I feel that too.
It doesn't let you fall off. This would probably feel quite creepy in the VR version.
Yeah.
Like you were going to be falling off all the time.
We would have messed with the VR version, except that it's
exclusive to the
standalone headset.
To the metaverse. Well, not the metaverse,
and
but
I mean,
to
I
Meta.
wouldn't have even minded it being exclusive to Meta as much, but if they would have put a PC version.
Yeah.
But it's exclusive to the headset.
Yep. Okay, let's finish. I bet I have to go over here and clean like the edge. No, you already must have cleaned the edge. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. It's a drug pot. It's a drug pot there. That's clearly some sort of drug pot. I say that with complete.
Well,
it's a pot.
What gave it away? The fact that it has 4 nozzles?
Yes.
It's got
That's
4
the one.
spouts. It's got 4 spigots.
I mean, somebody was smoking something when they made it. So obviously its intended purpose is for you to hide weed in it so that when the police come, they will think that that's a totally normal 4-spouted teapot that couldn't possibly be in any way suspicious at all. The spoon. See, these people were like, sir, we don't have flatware in our in this house. We don't use flatware.
We got crinkleware. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of weird when you think about things that at some point in the past were everybody was like, whoa.
You got the money for
about
that?
No, about the inventions of the past that made life so much easier for everybody because of the invention of flatware.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, as opposed to it's like you have one set
because people just like
of
basically
forks.
you're basically printing forks is how
before
forks are made
that,
now.
Yeah, before that you would have to think carefully before adding an extra person to the household because you have only so many forks.
Yup, and then like maybe I could whittle me up a wooden fork or some shit like that, which I mean that's fine.
It's like, which is cheaper, whittling you up a wooden fork or a wooden wife?
Yup. I mean, wasn't it something where it was an accident, the serendipitous accident when somebody invented flatware?
As I understand it, they were trying to just roll out a sheet of steel, just a flat plate, and there was a fuck uppedness on the roller. And that's a technical term, fuck uppedness.
Yeah.
And there was like a divot or dent or reverse of a dent, pooching out
section. And it caused
section.
something to fall out.
Yeah, like a circle was falling out every time it would hit that spot. And everyone else was like, fuck, we got to make the new roller. But then the dude who was a genius was like, no. Everyone fuck off. This is my roller. I'm going to be in my work. I'm going to be in my workshop for a while. You guys fuck off.
The connection timed out.
What happened?
The connection timed out. What the
I'm
shit?
so sad.
Let's hope it saved.
It saved it.
The thing. I think it saved the thing.
If it didn't save it, then I guess we'll be continuing this later.
Yeah. Okay, it saved it. It saved it. We're all good. I'm gonna re-invite Uko, and he'll be back in a minute.
I'm ready.
It takes a second to load up.
Oh yeah, I was letting you know.
0439279. And thus, the glorious Uko pops in out of nowhere. There he goes. There he goes.
The wily Uko.
The wily Uko. Exactly. The wily Kayuko. That's
but yeah,
that's what pops
apparently,
in.
Yeah, apparently whichever, I can't remember which,
he's all like, all for Silas.
Yeah, whichever manufacturing genius, maybe Krupp, but they were all like, this is my roller, and I'm taking it in here, and then like feverish working for several days. Then this motherfucker comes back out with the roller, and instead of just discs dropping out, it's knives and forks and crap like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, we
These
will make
are all mine.
We will make all the money. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I am just imagining that this guy's a selfish asshole who's like, this is all for me and only me. But maybe this is just, some sick, fucked up part of my own personality coming out here.
What's weird is I'm pretty sure it was the Krupp Iron Works that made the Big Bertha gun.
Yeah, I was about to say, when I hear Krupp, I think guns is big guns, and maybe possibly tanks,
metal
too.
crap in general.
Well,
but I mean, Bertha was not always considered a name to mean like a woman of large carriage, but for some reason, this guy named the large gun after his wife, who happened to be named Bertha, and it was a very large weapon.
And she was like, yeah, that was my like undignified grumbling noise.
Angry
there.
German woman noise. Yeah.
Yup. It's one of those things where sometimes, and I know this is sort of really getting into the proverbial weeds here with the talking about. This is one of those games where you just talk about random shit, though. That's the kind of game this is.
You can only talk about hosing your grime.
As I clean this dirty, sensual candelabra here, you can tell it's sensual because of the way it's all like twisted in a kind of lascivious way. It's lasciviously twisted.
He wants you to be his guest over here.
Yup, and put his anus to the test. But anyway,
that's pretty good.
It always weirds me out when there's like the ball company, and it's first of all, it's just funny that there's the ball company with like the ball jars and stuff like that. But then the fact that the same company in that case also used to own Ball Aerospace, and I think Ball Aerospace still exists, but I think it's like a spun off company, and they, you know, made like rockets and shit for space. So it's like,
so the same
ball
company,
jars and ball rockets. Yeah,
the same company makes canning supplies for home cannery and also defense contractor stuff.
And it's kind of like the Volkswagen making some sort of like hot dog or something, I think. So one of the German car companies makes like a hot dog or something too.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing for the Swedes to have furniture and meatballs in the same store. That's like a gimmick, you know?
Well, but then the one that's really weird to me, and these are not actually the same company, but there's the Oshkosh, as in like Oshkosh Bagosh children's clothing store company. And then there's Oshkosh, which is a manufacturer of like American military equipment. And it seems
that's
somehow
weird.
It's like the same company, but it's actually two different companies. They just both come from, I think it's Oshkosh, Wisconsin, I think. I could be wrong though.
Also, the Bushmaster is a rifle and not a sex toy.
Yes, it is. Okay,
Bushmaster.
Bushmaster. That yeah, it definitely sounds. No, actually, what it sounds like is you know how there's been this thing recently where people are trying to get dudes to be less physically disgusting by selling them you know, dude products,
grooming products,
grooming products. But for some reason they're like, we have to, you know, this is like the, you know, murder rifle shoot football, you know, sports time trimmer. But the Bushmaster sounds like some sort of trimmer sold to dudes who don't want to just buy like the, you know, Ball Caresser 9000 or whatever.
It is weird how it's like, you know, Bear Killer Man soap. Yeah, it's that kind of marketing.
Yep. It's like
I just want ball soap. It's fine.
And it's like
it doesn't even need to be called ball soap. I can figure out where to put the soap.
And it's interesting because the same product, when they're sold to women, it's like the same fucking product exactly.
Just slightly different scents on it.
The way it gets sold to women is usually like, you know, gentle, huggy goodness that says
ocean breezy clean film.
It's like it, you know, that it tries to say without saying it so openly, this won't like destroy your pubic region. Is basically what it's trying.
This won't
cause any pussy pain. And so it seems to me as a man, I don't want to be like sold that shit from the perspective of, you know, the Bear Killer 9000 or whatever. I don't want the Ring of Fire either. I want the Amazon Basics equivalent of that, right? Where it just says exactly what it does and nothing, you know, no
cheap cleaner.
Exactly.
That would work for me.
And it won't cause your dick to shrink. Basically, it doesn't have any, you know, any of those chemicals that people are finding in everybody's balls now.
All the microplastics in everyone's freaking nutsack.
Yep.
Somehow in your dong?
Yeah,
how does that work?
Apparently the chemicals are getting inside of the dong, which
microplastics? That's that's chunks. That is chunks of material.
And you're like,
that's horrifying.
There's nothing micro going on in my dongular region.
Oh yeah. The microplastic pieces in my dong are
microplastics in my dong.
It's Monopoly dice just falling out of there.
Like just like my dick's so macro that whole Lego pieces come out.
Frisbees and.
You heard what I said. Whole Lego pieces.
Those containers for Go-Gurt.
Yup. Yup.
Those things. What were those? What were those things called? Where the little plastic drink bottles, where you would twist the top off, and it was integrated into the bottle. They were like fruity flavored.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Those plastics that those things were made out of. Ooh, man, I remember those weird things, all like soft and weird feeling plastic. That's probably some of those microplastics. They're probably hanging out in my penis right now. Okay, the microplastics from those are probably hanging out in my penis.
What were they, like Squeeze-Its or something?
Maybe, I don't know. This is probably something that they stopped selling, 200 years ago or something like that somehow. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. We'll try to find. You can try to find a photo of it.
They're not gushers.
Put in. No.
Gushers are different.
Gusher, I don't even know her. Look, I have cut back on saying that. I don't even know her.
But that one was too
good. But I had to say it. This you would think this would ruin these felt hats.
Hey, do you know what we missed and totally slept on? And somebody may have mentioned this in the comments for all we know, and I missed that too. But you know how we were talking about the high C ecto cooler?
Yes.
They reissued that stuff for one or many of the Ghostbusters new movies. And we missed that. We could have gotten ecto cooler. Yeah, we could have gotten new ecto cooler, and we didn't.
Like, we also missed out on buying the Nuka-Cola when that was a thing for Fallout 4. I'm surprised they didn't bring that back for the Fallout TV show.
Yeah.
Given what a ginormous success the TV show turned out to be. I mean, maybe they'll do that for season 2 or something, because
that would be awesome.
Like, I like having some Fallout merch. I have some Fallout merch, some cups and shirts and bobbleheads and things like that.
I've got the snow globe that looks like a Fat Man bomb, but it's a snow globe with the Vault Boy inside it.
And you've also got the mini nuke as well.
Yep.
But what it makes me, it made me sad, because everybody was all like, on Amazon's front page, it was all like, hey, we've got like Fallout merch and stuff like that, and it was just kind of weak. There wasn't really enough, and I was kind of. I
guess they made all the good stuff except for
what I think
stuff
is so often video game adaptations for things fail.
Oh, they were ready for it to fail. They weren't ready for it.
They weren't ready to fully commit to putting the money into it, to all the merch.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And they probably regretted that. They probably lost out so fucking hard on that.
I wonder if that means that the upcoming Yakuza Like a Dragon show, also on Amazon, if they're going to lean heavily into the merch.
Well, here's what I'll say about that, right? If anyone out there has, played the series and watched the trailer for that, the Yakuza Like a Dragon TV show, it looked pretty good, except for one thing. And I don't know if Uko noticed this when he watched the trailer, but did you notice how whack the Millennium Tower looked in it?
That was supposed to be the Millennium Tower?
It looked like some sort of, I don't know, weird future thing that you'd see in Saints Row 4 or something like that, okay?
I didn't know where that was supposed to be.
Yeah. It looked like some sort of bizarre, future tower or something like that. Did I get up here just by jumping up? I don't even remember. I don't remember what happened 2 seconds ago. But
yeah, you're up there.
Yeah, I don't think I used the ladder. I think I just suddenly found myself up on top of this thing.
What even are you on?
It's a stack of hats.
Oh, right, okay.
Because the Mad Scatter is
the Mad Scatter. He shat all over this shit.
The Mad Scatter makes me think about that guy who was desiccating his own feces and then sprinkling them on stuff at Walmart. You remember that guy? I
remember that guy. Desiccating, then desecrating.
In case y'all aren't aware, there was this guy I don't remember how long ago this was. This was quite some time ago. And this is one of those things where to quote Jesse Pinkman, it affects me whenever I buy like fresh produce that isn't protected. It does. It affects me.
It affects you, yeah.
Because what this motherfucker was doing is he was drying out his turds.
He had a beef with this grocery store.
He was mad at Walmart. So he was drying out his turds and then coming along and sprinkling the dried fecal matter on whatever like food that he had access to.
Cucumbers and grapes. And whatever.
That is
things people wouldn't be cooking, like lettuce.
And the thing is, to quote ever so many true crime podcasters, I am not a big fan of the death penalty. But that guy, if I'd been on the jury and they were like,
hang him high. Oh my God.
We made an exception, and for this guy, we can put this motherfucker to death, even though it doesn't fit the crime really by law, by statute.
Died. It was attempted murder for sure, because E. coli does not mess around.
This frog is so thick.
It's gonna be the thumbnail. I got a good screenshot of it. Looking all
it's filled
rotund.
with the Cheshire Cat's how should I put it, glue that we talked about before.
Hold on, let me get a glamour shot of you spritzing it.
Oh yeah, you've been dirty. Let me wash your
there
eyeballs.
We go, yeah.
Let me wash your fucking eyeballs. There we go. Okay, we've washed its fucking eyeballs as opposed to its non fucking eyeballs.
I'm spraying a cheese.
What the fuck?
It's a giant cheese. If your cheese can withstand a spray from a power washer, don't eat it. It's too much rind, man.
Yeah, you're not wrong. This cheese would definitely like refuse to burn. Okay,
yeah.
That's to refer to an internet meme from however many years back.
Yeah, about American cheese being plastic, not burning and whatnot. Yeah.
Yep. And as Ann Reardon from How to Cook That said, it's all
cheese
about like
burn.
It's all about the amount of fat content.
The fat content in your cheese.
Exactly.
If your cheese has too much fat, you can use it as rocket fuel.
Yup. This help me gang wash this hourglass really quickly, because it's been a dirty hourglass and it needs to be clean.
We're gang washing the timekeeping object.
Oh yeah. There
as fast as
we go.
We're speed washing it.
Speed REO speed washer. That's what we are.
Funky.
Over here. It's I think we need to get on top of it. I'm gonna see if I can just I can do the old jumping cleaning. Yeah.
Yumping cleaning.
Yumping cleaning, yeah.
So dumb.
That's what
that's the dumbest thing we've said in years.
I love how the thing I say is dumb.
No.
I like it. Uko has to single out the thing that I said. That's what's going on over here.
The reason why I said it was the dummest is because I changed it.
Like we're teaming in the same way that we're tag teaming, dare I say, spit roasting this hourglass.
Yeah, I changed it to yumping cleaning.
Yeah, and just made it worse.
Which is insulting.
Yeah. I don't know if it's insulting, just stupid.
Just really dumb. Yeah.
Okay, let's focus on gang cleaning some things for a while.
It is a co-op game.
And that way no one will ever know which one of us got it soap pregnant.
Did you say soap pregnant?
Yeah, because we're
disgusting.
We're gang cleaning it. This is going in a weird
doesn't even
direction.
Make any sense.
Okay, this is going in a weird fucking direction. But I feel no shame or need to apologize. That's
in general.
In general. In general. Oh yeah. Let me get inside of every single one of your cracks and crevices.
Is it just me, or does this cup not
sopping and yet satisfied?
This cup does not have enough of like a lumen.
Yeah, I agree.
It doesn't have
All
enough
of them are kind
interior.
of like that.
It
All
would
of them.
hold, it would hold like one sip.
All of the juices would fall out.
Wait, is this their crack pot?
Yeah, they claim it's a sugar pot, but
Yeah, booger sugar.
yeah. Indeed. Oh yeah, let's get this shit spick and span, bitch.
I think it would be
There we
awesome
go.
if someone made.
Why is
if
its
someone
lid
took,
not getting clean? We gotta probably like
Clean
jump
the
up
tip.
on top of it and clean just the tip. There we go.
If you used whatever press or like machine they use
Mating press.
to make sugar cubes, if you ran cocaine through that, would that make coke cubes?
Coke cubes.
Yeah.
Probably
It's pretty classy.
Coke
but-
cubes
but-
and Coke pubes.
But you have
we
you
must
have to
clean
break
this
that
small
up.
jug first. Clean the small jug.
Look, you have to break that up before you snort it. You can't snort a line of cubes.
The fluting on the bottom of this jug reminds me of butter dishes at restaurants. Doesn't
Dude,
it?
you're right. Like those
Doesn't it?
ramekin things. Yeah.
Yup. I mean, now I want one of those butter dishes. That's what I want. But I mean, that would be
It's
satisfying
pretty
to me.
classy, Yeah.
I mean, as classy as something that you would usually see in a diner or Denny's can possibly be.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not.
Look, this
Meat-
man just speaks the truth.
At least it's not meat
I'm
floating.
cleaning its
in,
knob.
in
I'm cleaning
grease.
its knob right now. It has a knob up here. It's a nasty, big, nasty, giant knob.
I'll steamer tray. See, I got mine too.
See, I
Why
just
did you have
said
to go
something
there?
openly disgusting. You know, openly
What do you mean-
disgusting.
What is this thing?
It's a cake. It's a cake tower.
Oh, right. Okay.
Obviously. I mean, it also looks like
Croissant.
it also looks like a mushroom tree from the Elder Scrolls from Morrowind. But
There's a croissant the size of a small motorcycle.
wait, we're power washing the croissant. You want
Yeah.
to clean this from the top down?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm cleaning the cherry. Yes, I cleaned the cherry. There's something kind of disturbing about this one cupcake. I'm just saying. I don't know why it's disturbing, but it reminds me of the.
You mean the one that looks like a poop emoji?
It reminds me partially like a bloody poop emoji. Gross. But it reminds
Why?
me of that pink slime from Fallout 4 that they were feeding to everyone in that one location. That's what it reminds me of.
Oh yeah, I
Yep,
forgot
they were
entirely.
feeding that to all of the children. That's what they were doing at the school and punishing them if they brought outside foods, which is pretty fucked up. But a very
Oh, look at the
look at the seeds
the strawberries.
on the strawberry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well, no, I was looking at the strawberry bits
wait,
inside the cake.
Wait, inside the cake? Cool. It should make you. The separate layers should have been separate cleaning bits. I think
Yeah,
They
that
missed
would have
a-
been satisfying.
they missed a trick and Trista Mick or something like that on this. There we go. Power washing a cake just feels wrong.
oh,
it
there's
just feels
there's
wrong.
probably someone that would get off on that somehow.
First someone sits on it,
Yeah,
then somebody
they
else power
the
washes
cake
it off the butt.
ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we said that at the same time. So just to make that clear, first someone sits on the cake, and then they power wash it off the butt.
All of the clinking sounds as we walk around are kind of vaguely skeeving me out. I don't know why, but they were just vaguely skeeving me
Why
out.
is the frosting so? The frosting is glistening too much, man.
Well,
It's
it's
like
because we
metal-
sprayed all over it. That
it's like
sounded wrong when
metallic-
I said that. I didn't
metal
intend
flake.
for that to be so wrong when I said
Ah.
we'd sprayed all over it. Did you fall off?
Yes.
Well, I probably accidentally nudged you off.
I don't think so.
So-
I nudged myself.
Whoa. Oh, whoa. That's dirty. But look, sometimes you just got to be a little bit dirty or a lot of bit dirty. I
love this
prefer
game.
being a lot of bit dirty. Oh yeah. This I
game,
mean, it's
it's
weird that
like-
I like being dirty so much, and yet and yet I like this game so much. You would
Yeah,
think that those two things would work in opposition to one another. This game makes me want to speed run this game. That's what it makes me want to do. Even though you would
It's
think
less
that would be
satisfying
kind
that way.
of sucking away some of the satisfaction.
It kind of
but yet
is,
I still want to do it.
It's still cool. Yeah.
I still want to do it because my brain just operates that way. Almost, did you fall off again?
I am a dumbass.
This is why I can't have Uko be my partner in a real life in a real life power washing corporation. That
in real life I am far less likely to fall off because it's not like I have a fear of heights.
In real life you'd only fall off once.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a fear of heights, but I will be that guy who's like, oh no, I'm already.
I shouldn't have talked shit. I shouldn't have talked shit.
Oh my god.
Yep.
But I'd be that guy who was always like, I wouldn't even be getting on to other people about wear your safety crap. I would just always have that shit.
Yep.
I'd be like, I tied off 2 lines. Fuck you. You know?
Like, tying it off all night.
Like, where's your line? I don't know. Maybe I used yours. The point is, I've got the line on my freaking body.
Yep, and
so I don't die.
See, you do a line to make sure that you're amped up and remembering to put the line. That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, I'm tied off. Let's do this. Yeah.
I've checked it like 17 times. Let's go.
Why is this raspberry blue?
I don't know.
I mean, I know blue raspberry is a flavor, but that's like a fake flavor. It's not a real thing.
I mean, look, okay. Everything else about this is not making you wonder why, but that is.
Okay, hold on a minute. Get back over here by this cupcake. Either one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, see this? This is one of these. This is the modern scourge of cupcakes. See how there's the glob of frosting that looks like the white poop emoji. But then you can see some just raw dog cupcake that isn't covered by frosting. I hate that trend.
I can understand that. I can't believe you're like having cupcake hate though. Not like it's not like I'm saying you can't hate cupcakes. But
well, remember how like 8 to 10 years ago there was that big cupcake fad where everyone was, going to fancy cupcake stores and spending, $9 damn on a cupcake, which would have inflated to like $15 damn now.
Yeah, well, I know what you're talking about.
Like that was when they decided to, and it's not even like there's not enough frosting. They just weirdly pile it up in the y-axis, like up to the sky instead of covering the cupcake.
You're saying is that Doge frosting goes to the moon? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I'm aware this is the most first world problem. The cupcake frosting isn't right.
Is slightly wrong.
But I can only defend myself by saying I never once got a fancy cupcake in my life.
Yeah, that is true. It's like
the only cupcakes I've ever eaten in my whole life have either been they came in a plastic package
or were homemade.
Yeah.
Or were homemade and then purchased at a bake sale. Okay.
Yep, in order to make money for somebody's like school or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Girl Scouts or anything like that.
Girl Scouts just sell pre-made
cookies,
Girl Scout cookies. So
yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah, you're actually more likely to get homemade stuff from Boy Scouts. I never thought about that.
Yeah,
it's still unlikely, but because we sold when I was in the Scouts.
Sold just some sort of like some of those weird candy bars.
Yeah, we sold horrible chocolate bars. We've talked about this before. They had raisins in them, which is a sin to begin with. But they were terrible raisins and they were terrible chocolate bars.
I
feel bad about selling them.
Referred to the raisin chocolate bar as the violation of the chocolate bar, as if it were some sort of, I don't know, Renaissance Italian painting,
Like Caravaggio's The Violation of the Chocolate Bar.
Depicting some event from, Greek or Roman myth.
Yeah, tragedy,
The violation of the chocolate bar.
The chocolate bar is getting hauled down off of a horse and, beat upside the head and raisins stuffed in there. Yeah. That's terrible. That is
and terrifying.
Super fucked. Yeah.
I'm cleaning the bottoms right now.
But it's all but it's full dirty. Renaissance mode, so it's all like chiaroscuro colors and freaking epic composition.
And then And then, depending on what part of the Renaissance it is, everybody had the tits out. Just tits out everywhere.
Or, like in the Baroque period, it was like, how about one tit? Fake you out with that. Yeah.
Yup. That's the way it goes.
That's a weird period of time. Just, we'll do one tit. It'll unnerve everyone.
Every time I hear about things being Baroque, for some reason, I think about in that game, I forget what it was called. We played Guns, Gore, and Cannoli with the broke dick dog. A Baroque dick dog.
Well, okay. I'm gonna put up today on the channel. We played the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles expansion, Shredder's Revenge, like weird semi-roguelike, like
we played
survival mode. Yeah, we play it badly. We're not good at it. But we're gonna put that up today on the channel. But that made me think about how I was also playing it again, or the original stuff yesterday, and it made me realize, not for the first time, that I think that Caravaggio should have been one of the turtles.
Also, his name has Vaggio in it. It has Vag in it.
Caravaggio. I honestly think, even though Donatello was my favorite turtle, I think Donatello should have been Caravaggio instead, because as a Renaissance figure, Caravaggio was cooler.
I agree with that.
I'm pretty sure he was a duelist. I'm pretty sure he fought dudes.
Stabby.
Other than verbally, I don't think any of the other namesakes did any fighting. But Caravaggio
I can't really
did.
see Da Vinci fighting somebody. He seemed more of a lover than a fighter.
I can see him going. I can see him like going bananas and insulting people, like yelling at people.
Yep.
But if somebody started throwing hands,
I can see him calling somebody a dirty bitch. I can see that.
But if someone started throwing hands, I think he would just like run.
Hold up. We have a croissant here, which means that this is where we play the French national anthem. The like delay in the voice chat made that turn very strange. Okay, because I think Uko was trying to match up with my timing,
and it made it untimed.
And it made it where I tried to match up with his timing, which just turned it very, very fucked up and strange. So
we are sorry, French people.
Yep. And but at least we cleaned your croissant. Or no, I'm sorry, your croissant. We cleaned your croissant.
That sounds like a euphemism for getting beat up.
He really cleaned his croissant there and clocked his croissant.
It is the dumbest thing we have said in 20 minutes.
I'm sorry, I'm too Texan to say croissant. I just have to say croissant.
Roll.
No, I'm not going to say a crescent roll. Okay, I'm just going to say a croissant. That's what I'm going to do. I'm too Texan to go any further than that.
Oh, the stock is in multiple pieces. That's unsatisfying.
Yup. That's fine. It's fine. We don't want to be in this situation where you're the unpleasable gamer.
Yeah, you're right.
Where earlier I was like, the cake should be in different pieces based off its layers.
The stock should be in one piece.
The stock should be one piece. And then the stock should be one piece, and the plate should be Naruto, and the croissant should be Bleach, and all those things. That's it's the way it should be done. And then everybody starts looking at me like I'm a maniac. And
what's left?
Well, these spoons over here are all curly-hued and dirty, and they've been up the Cheshire Cat's ass and all that stuff. All of those things. I'm not sure what else is dirty, though. So,
what's the key to bring up the menu?
Escape.
Oh, yeah. Duh.
Escapade.
Okay,
the frog pot is not fully cleaned.
The Mad Hatter's tall rim. Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Giggity. That's a certified giggity moment right there. Oh, there we go. It's look, I'm cleaning its frog legs so that it might be eaten by the French people. That's what I'm doing. I mean, that's a thing. They actually eat frogs, right?
I'm sure they're delicious.
I'm not wrong about that. That's a thing they actually do, right?
Yeah, they eat frogs.
Okay, I mean that.
They also eat snails.
I'm sure they're probably good. You know.
I've heard they taste like chicken.
I mean, no hate from me and his tall hat band and his tall rim, but it's weird. Of all the things that I might not be, willing to eat, but that I would be willing to eat those things. So
I think it's amazing.
I'm just put off by the idea of eating like insects. Okay, I don't want to eat insects. That's just I
mean, as far as I understand,
I would eat snake though.
Well, the snails are fascinating to me because as I understand it, snails may have been the first like ranched animal going back to like Paleolithic times.
So they put ranch dressing on snails?
Oh, if you really want to piss off the French.
I mean, the thing that's wild about that is I have heard that apparently ranch dressing is sold as American dressing or American sauce in other parts of the world. I'm totally okay with that too. Let's see the old replay over here. Oh yeah, we were going ham on this entire table, and
we cleaned up.
We cleaned it good. We cleaned it real good. But we're gonna stop here. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that schmexe thumbs up button. Make sure you ring the bell to keep getting notified of delicious waffle content. Waffle Bros signing out.